Well, what is going on out there, guys? Luke here today, and we need to talk about Palantir Stock. It looks like we finally broke out, gained some footing, and the rocket ship is primed and ready to go back to the moon very soon. And that is true, but the timeline is just a little bit different than what you were probably hoping for. So let's discuss why the timeline we all want is probably not the one we're going to get, and I'll tell you what I'm doing personally and give you the one massive landmine that could derail everything. Now, to be upfront, this video is not even worth your time if you're just looking for a pie in the sky hype projections on Palantir stock. Palantir is not going to $100 by Friday. There it was. I said it, and now I'm a bear, and I'll get tons of dislikes, unsubscribe comments, and nasty comments that I can't repeat here. However, I'd much rather just be honest with you guys instead of saying Palantir is going to 100 just to get likes and subscribers. I just don't think that's the right way of doing things. So for everyone else that appreciates and agrees with that stance, then I just ask for you to gently hit that like button or smash it or whatever, and please subscribe to the channel. I personally think we need a lot less hype on YouTube, as that has really hurt the small investors by hyping up stocks that were just trading too rich, and also combine that with the economy and investing fundamentals pointing towards a rotation away from those stocks. That was not a time when we needed hype, we needed to be grounded. Support the real content creators out there, not trying to pump everything up. And no, I'm not gonna call out anyone. You guys know who the good ones are and who the pumpers are. And just in case anyone's wondering, yes, I think Palantir will get to $100. It's just not gonna happen next week. So why are we not going to get the monster run that we want right now so bad? I mean, the sun's out, the economy is starting to reopen, people are heading out. I mean, heck, Luke, you're even showing off your tan and sexy legs. Okay, maybe tan was not the word used. Fine, nor was sexy. Anyways, I agree all those things are true, but there are two things we need definitive answers to before we have a sustained rally up in Palantir stock. And unfortunately, we cannot really speed these up, so we have to ride the roller coaster in the meantime. So the first thing we need is a successful reopening of the full economy. Until we are fully reopened, or until we reach that point where everyone feels like the economy is out of the woods, which I personally think will be late summer, early fall, the money will continue to move towards safer plays. So far so good, but big money's not going to plow in this early. I mean, record earners couldn't move the needle and get that money in, so this won't either until we get later into the summer. And the second thing we need a definitive answer on is inflation. Not just acknowledging that we are seeing it, because we are seeing inflation, but is it going to do what the Fed thinks? Which is run up as high as 4%, flatten out, and then trend back down to around 2%. And of course, the other option being, is it going to run completely out of control? We will not know the answer to that question until later, because once again, that just takes time, and we can guess at what June, July, and August inflation data will be, but until it's released, the markets are in limbo. Markets in limbo means continued movement or staying in safer plays, which unfortunately probably won't include Palantir. So what should you do in the meantime? How do you deal with what will essentially be the same frustrating, choppy market we've been in for the past 2 or 3 months now? Well, I personally will be sticking with my plan that I've had on Palantir stock since it was at $40 per share. And my price target back then was $21 and some change, and everyone thought I was crazy. And for those of you guys out there saying BS, there's no way, I post the price target for every stock that I'm looking to buy in the private group, so it's out there and it can be seen. I will not FOMO buy during these inevitable run-ups. I will buy based on my price targets, and when the stock is running up and I feel like the train is just leaving, I'm gonna just basically step away and not trade on my emotions. I also will not panic sell during the choppy trading down. I will just continue to hold my position and will look to add shares based on my price target set before emotions ever get involved. I know those decisions back then were made with analysis and a plan, not emotions. One creates wealth over the long term, the other creates scenarios where you buy high and you sell low. I personally like the first option better. But there is one thing that will derail all of this, but if you are prepared, a negative turns into a positive. Wait, doesn't a negative times a negative equal a positive, right? Isn't that right? And I probably shouldn't have done public math just then. Anyways, the one that could derail everything would be the Fed indicating that they will be raising rates earlier than expected. If we see that happen, it will hurt the entire market in the short term. We will discuss why this is good in just a second, so hang tight, but it will especially hurt new growth stocks like Palantir. Once again, money will flee to safer plays, delaying the inevitable run-up for Palantir. But for those of you with the right mindset, it just means an even bigger opportunity over the long run. So if you're long like I am, I will happily go discount shopping and be patient and just wait a little longer for the stock to run up again. All you have to keep in mind is that this is a short-term issue, not a long-term problem with Palantir stock. And Wall Street thinks short-term, not long-term, and they act accordingly. So if you are long Palantir stock, short-term sellouts from Wall Street provide incredible discount opportunities for those of us with discipline and a defined plan. And if you don't have a plan or good market discipline or price targets for Palantir at all, now is the time to develop it quickly, and we can help you do that if you sign up for the private group where we have 2 free courses and tools to download to help out with that, and lots of educational videos covering all kinds of other topics. Or you can just ask me those questions directly as I answer all questions in there. We also have a super sweet Discord, my watch list with price targets, my buy and sell alerts, and actually the whole group's buy and sell alerts, and a ton more. So check it out, it's the first link in the description. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.